Are you thinking about purchasing a home but not exactly sure where to start? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the 10 steps of the home buying process. My name is Victor Chambers. I'm a New Jersey real estate agent and investor, and if we've not met before, welcome to this channel where I'll be bringing you tips, strategies, and advice to help you become empowered through real estate. Consider subscribing. If you have even remotely been considering purchasing a home, now is a great time. With unprecedented low interest rates, it's important for you to be able to take advantage of the opportunity that lies ahead, because we just don't know what the market will do in the next 6, 9, 12, 18 months. Now, purchasing a home can be a very emotional process with all the people involved, with all the steps, with all the decisions you have to make. It is important to have a general idea of what the process will look like before you get started. It can be a very stressful process, but it is completely worth it. So I want to talk to you about the 10 steps of the home buying process so that you will understand what you're getting into before you get into it. The first step is to find the right real estate agent or real estate team. A real estate agent is a professional licensed by the state to represent you either as a buyer or seller in a transaction. A well-informed real estate agent can walk you step by step through the home buying process. The great part is that in most real estate transactions, as a buyer, you are not required to pay any commission. So why not have someone working for you for free? The fees are actually covered by the seller. A good real estate agent will help you understand all the fees and costs associated with you purchasing a home. A real estate agent can also provide you with information for lenders that they've worked with that can get you pre-approved for a mortgage to purchase a home. The lender will be knowledgeable on lending products and will help you and guide you in finding the lending product that best fits your situation. Which brings me to number 2, getting pre-approved for a mortgage. Now, before you actually start looking for a home, you need to know in what price range you should be shopping. A lender will require certain financial information from you, tax returns, pay stubs, bank statements, that will help them understand your financial situation. Additionally, your lender and your real estate agent will be in direct communication to talk about the nuances potentially of what you're approved for, what you could be shopping for, the monthly payment you can afford, etc., etc. Step 3, it's important that you set your goals and that you understand your needs and your wants for your new home. In fact, I even recommend writing it down on a sheet of paper, all your needs and all your wants, all your must-haves versus the things that perhaps you're willing to sacrifice on. What is your family situation? How many children do you have? How many more children do you plan to have? What are the schools like? How long do you plan on keeping the home? How many vehicles do you have? Do you need a yard? Do you need parking? There's so many things to consider that it's important for you to understand and sit down with your family and to discuss the things that are most important. Step number 4, now you're ready to shop for homes. Based on the criteria you've defined, your real estate agent will help you find homes both on the market and even potentially off the market that fit your criteria. Real estate agents use services such as the MLS, which is the marketplace of all the homes available in your area. Now, it's important for you to be very engaged in this process and for you to actively communicate with your real estate agent, not only on the homes that they find for you, but homes that you also find on your own through sites like Zillow, Trulia, Redfin, and Realtor.com. This is important because it will also help you dial in your criteria even more once you start looking at what's available. Once you find the right home, your real estate agent will guide you through the offer process. The real estate agent, based on their knowledge of the market and based on activity in the market, will help you understand how to best position an offer and a price for that property. There are 2 things that must accompany most offers: an earnest money deposit and also a pre-approval letter. The earnest money deposit can be anywhere from $500 to $1,000 depending on the market. Let's also not minimize the importance of this part of the process. Not only are you submitting an offer, but your agent will be actively negotiating with the seller's agent to ensure that your offer can be accepted. You should be prepared to potentially submit multiple offers on multiple properties that fit your criteria, just in case one of your offers is not accepted. The job of your real estate agent is to actively negotiate on your behalf to get the best terms and price for the properties that you're interested in. Once your offer has been accepted, step 5 is to get a home inspection. As you know, all homes are not the same. They're built at different times with different materials and in different ways. And it's important that you have a licensed home inspector who is able to walk through the property and look at all the potential issues that may exist with that property. A real estate agent will set you up with a home inspector who will do an in-depth study and analysis of the property and will cite issues that currently exist with the property or issues that may arise in the near future with the property that should be addressed. This is so important because this could save you from purchasing a home and needed repairs that will cost you more time, effort, and money than you were anticipating spending. The home inspection is the buyer's expense, typically dependent upon the size of the home. It could typically range from $300 to $600, again, depending on the size of the home. In step 6, once your home inspector has written his report and delivered it to you and your agent, it's time to negotiate any potential repairs. If your home inspector uncovers repairs that need to be done or issues that need to be addressed, it's important to strategize with your real estate agent on how you could potentially request those issues to be taken care of by the seller. There may be things that you're comfortable with not addressing. However, there are some items potentially that you may want the seller to fix before closing. A couple of potential strategies is to, one, either ask the seller to provide a concession that will provide you with funds at closing to address those issues, or 2, to request a price reduction. Step 7 is the appraisal. Now, typically many of these steps can happen in parallel. During the home buying process, your lender will order a third-party company to perform an appraisal of the property. The appraisal is ordered by the bank and performed by a third-party company that will provide an opinion of value of the property. Now, this is a more in-depth analysis than a comparative market analysis, which you commonly see real estate agents perform. The appraiser works for both you, the home buyer, and the lender to ensure you are purchasing a property that fits the loan product or the mortgage product that you have applied for. The appraiser will also look at things such as the condition of the property and the activity in the market to determine the value of the property for the lender. There are scenarios where your home can appraise for less than the value of the mortgage you've been approved for to purchase the property. In this scenario, you have 3 options. You can bring the difference in cash to closing to compensate for what the mortgage is not covering. You can ask the seller to reduce the purchase price, or you can terminate the contract. The appraisal is also the buyer's expense and is typically due before the appraisal is done. The price of appraisals typically range from $400 to $600. Step 8, now you're in the home stretch. The inspection has been completed, the appraisal has been done. Now, during this time, you'll be working very closely with, again, your real estate agent and your lender to ensure all your ducks are in a row. All the paperwork is being submitted to the bank, to your loan officer, and to underwriting to ensure that the loan can be closed on time. Now, this part of the process can also be very paperwork intensive. Again, you'll need to provide W-2s, pay stubs, tax returns, and even potentially letters of explanation regarding things on your credit report. You'll also need to get things such as homeowners insurance policies, flood insurance policies, that will be required to be in place prior to the closing of your loan. Step 9 is the walkthrough. Typically on the day of closing, or sometimes even a couple of days before, you have the opportunity to walk through the property one final time before you receive the keys. This walkthrough serves 2 purposes. 1, to ensure the property is in the condition which was agreed to, and 2, to ensure that any repairs requested to be completed by the seller as a result of the home inspection have been completed. Again, this walkthrough can typically be done on closing day or 2 or 3 days prior to closing, but once completed, now you're ready to finally close. On the day of closing, not only will you sign all the paperwork required by the lender, but you'll also receive the keys and officially be the owner of the home. It's a good idea that once you receive the keys, you immediately change all the locks on the property. And number 10 is moving day. It's finally time for you to move you and your family into your new home. Hopefully your real estate agent has guided you and refers you to resources such as moving companies or relocation companies that will make your transition that much smoother. It's also important to know that all the utilities for the property, gas, electric, should be transferred into your name. Remember to change your address and forward any mail from your previous address to your new home. Also, update your driver's license and other important documents that reference your home address. And that's it. Congratulations. You are a new home owner. Enjoy a life full of happiness, joy, and memories in your new home. And remember, real estate is not only a place for you and your family, but it's important for you to understand the leverage it gives you in wealth creation. Hope you enjoyed this video. Look forward to seeing you in the next one.